What is up, everybody? It's the last episode of Daredevil Born again. It's me and Matt here to talk about it. We had to finish it up. We had almost got through the entire season, so we might as well finish it up and tidy it up. You know what I'm saying? Put a bow on this affair. Matt, overall, just quick, man.
I just thought it was like a sloppy episode. There was action in it, but I thought it was pretty sloppy and it was really dark too.
Uh,
Uh, Go
I'll
ahead.
say this real quick. I'll push back on a sloppy episode. I actually think this episode's good. But the problem with this episode is if we put the entire season as a whole, it was like you had this big old turd. It was about this long, Matt. We had a big giant turd in our face, and we just kept eating it, and at the very end, there was like one M&M.
You know your camera's not on, right?
Camera's not on.
Nope.
What? Well, it's on for me, so I don't know. I don't know if it's
Oh, I
maybe.
don't see you. Huh.
Yeah.
Weird.
Well, it's on for me, so
Okay.
everything it might just be on your side. But anyway, nah. There's a big old turd, man, and we ate it. And at the very end, I got an M&M, not a whole bag of M&Ms, just one M&M, right? And like that's the thing. I don't think this episode was that bad, but it's not a finale episode. It's not. We had a show called Daredevil. We barely get him in the suit, and the time when he's supposed to be making the huge comeback, maybe being the hero of the story, uh, he's injured because he gets shot,
Yep.
so he can't even be true Daredevil. We never really, except for a few seconds, got Daredevil even in the whole season. And I don't
Yeah.
understand how in the hell these people could be making shows or making movies for that matter and be like, oh, we gotta like we got a big we got one of the big dogs in here, right? We got a big character in here and whatnot. But they're not even in it in their own shows and stuff.
Yeah.
And it happens not just for Daredevil, it's happened before with other things. But yeah, it's just, dude, come on, man. Like Karen showing up out of nowhere
Mm-hmm.
for almost like no reason.
Just to inspire him.
Yeah, dude. Like
I
to
didn't get
me,
that scene at the end. Was he like showing them that he's Daredevil or something? I don't know. At the bar.
no, I mean he's
That
saying he's trying to get a group together, but like,
yeah.
uh, I, I maybe that would be cool. Maybe because of the issues this season had, maybe the second season, would be better. But I'm gonna have to be honest with you, man. I don't even know. Like, I'm definitely not gonna be excited for a season two because of what happened here. Um, like I said, like he jumps in front of a bullet for Fisk for what?
Yeah. For what?
Like we don't
He
even get
couldn't.
that explained truly. Like I get it that Daredevil doesn't want like people to die and stuff like that, but like you're gonna jump in front of a bullet
Yeah.
like to save a dude that's like ransacking the city that's causing you all the problems.
Yeah.
And like it would be different if there was like a good reason. Oh, if you kill Fisk, it's gonna do this, right? You could try to make you're gonna make a martyr out of him, which is gonna be like even a bigger thing that we have to deal with that's even bigger than Fisk himself kind of situation, right? You can make that argument, but make the argument. There was no argument. There was
Yeah.
barely, if any explanation of why he did it. Of why he
Yeah.
did
They
it.
didn't say shit. Yeah.
Like
They
and his
punched him straight. I asked
girlfriend's
him why he did
his
it.
girlfriend's gonna be the leader of mental health. God,
Yeah.
I
Oh, I
I need
hated that part.
bro, I need some fucking mental health after watching this crap. Be honest with you,
Yeah. Well, how
because
badly are they trying to stick this girl in the show that they have to attach her so many different ways? You know, and I mean, she's already his girlfriend. She's already their therapist. Now she's gonna be the like minister of mental health.
I don't know, man. And I don't even care for her character. Like that's the
Yeah, they
biggest
have
thing.
no chemistry.
Like when they're going through the montage of Daredevil speaking at the end, and
Yeah.
they're going through some of the different people. I'm like, who cares about that? Who cares
Yeah.
about that person? Who
Yep.
cares about that person? Because like I don't care about none of these characters. And like I said, it's cool. Karen came back and they had a little moment at the end but it's only kind of cool. It wasn't like fantastic because it really wasn't like it was almost like okay, they just did this out of nowhere. She shows up after at the exact moment that an explosion happens
Yeah.
at his
Well,
apartment and shit.
actually, I thought if you watch it, from them hitting the car, like they jumped out to the time the explosion went off, there was like 10 seconds or something. It
Yeah,
felt like to me like it was actually a long time before the explosion happened.
yeah. But bro, I mean, like I said, there was just you build up a bad guy that I thought was pretty interesting and cool. You let him die, then the bad guy, and like I said this whenever me and you were watching it together. Uh, I'm tired, man. I'm sick and tired of and I thought the first couple of seasons that I watched of Daredevil did it right. Yeah, there was a couple of bad cops here and there, but a lot of the cops are good cops, right? And then you got a few
Yeah.
bad ones, and that's realistic in real life. There's always going to be like an asshole cop, right?
Hmm.
And a few bad ones. You know what I'm saying? But like this show, like none of the cops were good. They were all bad.
Yep.
Like at least the ones they showed in the show, they were all bad. They're all terrible people, man. And I'm tired of people beating up on the cops, beating up on the police. Look, I get it. You get pissed off because you get a ticket or something like that. Whatever, right? Maybe the dude's a little douchey to you. Whatever. But like when you're in trouble and something's happening to you, who you gonna call? The cops. When bad shit happens and there's like a gunman somewhere or there's like a high speed chase or whatever the hell it is going on, who's there to stop them? The cops. When you get in the shit, you call in the cops. You call in 911, which is the direct line of emergency to the police. Okay. And I'm sick and tired of watching like I said, I don't care that you have like a bad cop here and there, whatever. That can make an interesting story. I'm down for it. But to make the whole force that you show, right? Uh bad people, every last one of them that's involved in the show this season is just like, bro, shut the fuck up. I'm
Yeah.
tired of it.
When he pulled his
They
mask
put the
over
fiddle
his
faddle
face.
man, like the
Yeah.
fiddle faddle crap that was in here in this season.
Yep.
The cops being all garbage. Like, what are you trying to tell me? Like that I should be rooting, like as a message. Like maybe that wasn't what they meant to do, right? But as a message, what are you trying to tell me that I should be rooting for thieves
You got to
and
work the
people that
system.
commit crimes all the time, and I'm supposed to hate the cops? Is that the message you're trying to tell me? Because that's what your show showed me. That's what
Hmm.
your show is trying to show me, man. And I think people are getting sick of it, man. There's a lot of people that have cops in their families, and they're like good people, right? Like not every person's bad. There's bad cops, just like there's bad people that made this show. I'm pretty sure there's a couple of pieces of crap that made and worked on this show that we just watched. And
Yeah.
if you take a group of people, there's going to be some bad people in it. That's just all it's going to be. How it's been throughout history. It doesn't matter, right? And I'm kind of getting sick of that. Like I said, I don't care, and I don't mind if there's some bad cops. But every one of them in the show is a piece of shit. The only person that even like you could remotely uh, say was good was the commissioner who got his head ripped off.
Oh, that was the coolest part of the episode.
Yeah, I mean that was super cool. Well, I would say like the fight, the action, like the Punisher going up against the cops that came into the apartment and shit was badass. That's why I said that I don't think this was a terrible episode overall. But when I look at this being the final episode of a season, bro, what happened? I mean, for real, like what happened? What would you say to be like, uh, what happened for this season?
Well, to me, another dumb part was them. So Fisk is trying to build his own city state. Like that's the point of it. Are you kidding me? You know how above and beyond that is, like of a plan.
I don't know,
And then
man.
he declared martial law at the end. Like you need this government support to do that. You can't just do that because you're mayor. You know what I
I think
mean?
a city can do a state of emergency, but it's got to be for like crazy stuff. But like, I'm gonna be honest with you, he's got almost got a point, man. Their fucking buildings are getting blown up. Like,
Well, go ahead.
but here's the thing, right? It's one of those things where they're trying to make it like he's in charge and he's gonna be, he's the bad guy and he's trying to like take control of everything and all that good stuff. I mean, but I would say like if New York started having buildings being blown up and like murders happening everywhere, they'd probably do some form of martial law. I mean, I know like the government would probably have to get involved, but like the state government would start it at first, if I'm not mistaken.
But another thing too is, yeah, when those cops killed that kid, and then he was like pulled down his beanie, and he's like, "Oh, now he's a mass vigilante."
That's
The
what I'm
kid still
talking
didn't
about.
have a weapon. He still didn't have a weapon. So why are you shooting him?
That's what
His
I'm
better
saying,
story
though,
would have
man.
been he
Like
was
every
supposed to
cop
kill the
in this
place.
show was bad, every single one of them.
Yeah,
I can't remember a scene where a cop was like that had any speaking lines or did anything was actually even sort of close to being good. The only cop that you could say would be like the detective or whatever she was that like tried to stop a bank robbery, and she's missing. She was there for a throwaway episode that didn't really have shit to do with anything, and like she shows up one more time and to Fist to give him some information about like Muse or whatever, and he's like, "We'll
yeah,
take it from here." And maybe you could say the cops in the background that was there for the bank robbery were good cops, but they don't have no like speaking lines or nothing like that. Like all the cops in here that had anything real to do with the show were pieces of shit. Every
yeah.
last one of them. And
But
you
that's what
had
I'm
like,
saying.
what
I
was
was
like Ben?
wondering.
But
No, I was just wondering on the part. Yeah, when everyone was rioting and burning shit down and all that, that was all in one night. Because remember, he ended up saying that he got shot and then the power came on the next day. I was like, because I was wondering how long the
yeah,
power was out for. It was only one night. And people are rioting like that and stuff. That's crazy.
I mean, bro. I mean, I would say you probably wouldn't have the fires in the streets automatically, but
Yeah.
the way New York is now, like I'm pretty sure if the power went out and stuff, and like all the alarm systems and shit were shut off, people would be stealing like a mother because they
Yeah,
don't.
I can imagine the looting, but the fire, yeah, like you said, the fire in the streets. That's what
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was like.
The
Oh,
looting
people are
crap
just
would have
burning
happened
shit.
all over the place because man, people ain't got damn morals no more, man. They just opportunity to steal. I'm gonna go steal. Like
Yeah,
and like, that's what I'm saying. Like I don't give a shit about that fiddle faddle guy. Get out of here, bro. Like I said, all the messaging is like even that kid that got, or you say kid, but it looked like a young adult, but whatever. Even that person, the guy who like broke the window to steal,
yeah,
that got shot, he shouldn't have got shot, right? It shouldn't have went to that level. That's why those cops are pieces of shit. But like, he's still committing a crime. So you're
yeah,
still, even in that instance, you're still trying to make me feel sorry for a criminal.
yep,
Right. At least I could feel a little sorry for that guy because he got shot and killed. The other guy, why am I supposed to feel sorry for him? He was going to get a month in the clank, man. 1 month is it. Like I said, there's just a bunch of crap that was in here that shouldn't have been in here. We're talking about a superhero show that's supposed to be fun. You're supposed to have a clear cut bad guy and stuff, good against evil kind of deal situation going on. Uh, Obviously, the fight scenes that had Punisher in it was badass in this episode, for instance. Anything to do with Punisher was good, just like in the original like stuff. I'm pretty sure that the people that came in to fix this probably added all the Punisher stuff. I doubt that the Punisher was supposed to be even involved in any of this crap to begin with. And maybe that's why his stuff is like so much better than anybody else's, like even in this season. Um, yeah, man. Like Daredevil just got pushed around pretty much most of the time. He never really got to take control at any point of any time this season. Like he
yeah,
would do a couple of cool things, but then like he would be told how he's not doing something, or somebody else would, another character would come in and talk about how he's not doing stuff right and how he should be doing that, to always telling him how to do things. He's the main character, man. Like I get that happening every now and then. Like Daredevil makes a mistake, he needs to learn from it. Somebody confronts him about it, but it happened multiple times during this season.
yeah.
Like, and Daredevil's supposed to be the ultimate badass, and it's not. Like Punisher's the ultimate badass if you want to look at it, because I mean, at least he gets beat up, takes the punishment, and then cracks necks.
Yep.
like I said, I didn't really hate this episode. If this would have been episode 7, I'd have been like, oh shit, 8 and 9 are going to be amazing.
Yeah.
What's about to go down in the aftermath? And we got this, right? We got this. Like, I know when we watched House of the Dragon season 2, everybody was loving the season. The very last episode kind of fell flat for a lot of people. Even people that were talking about the show that enjoyed it and was giving it high marks all the way up to that last. But I can at least say that in House of Dragon, that last episode at least came to a conclusion, at least came to an end on things that were happening during that season. Like
Yeah.
it felt complete, but you wanted more, right? That kind of situation. And yeah, I just don't know. I just don't know like what's up and what's going on. Like I said, it was like eating a big turd, and at the very end, because I thought a couple of things, like I said, more than a couple of things in this particular episode was good. And like I said, it's like eating a big turd and getting to an M&M at the end. I'm not going to be happy because I still had to eat the turd to get to it. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
Is it a regular M&M or a peanut one?
yeah, well, what we're talking about is probably going to be the peanut kind. You know what I'm saying? It'd probably be the peanut variety. But yeah, it's like 6 are uh to me, I might, yeah, I'm going below 5 now. Like I was barely above 5. Uh,
Yeah.
get I was barely above 5, just at the like level or whatever. Um, but now I'm below that. Even though this episode wasn't terrible, like I said, it would have been a great episode 7 or something, and then we lead into like what's really happened at the end of the show. But yeah, I'm below like the 5 or 6, like below the 5 level now. I'm like at a 4, 3.5, some shit like that.
Yeah.
Where are you at?
Yeah, I'd probably give this series like a 6 or something.
Yeah, I mean, you like it better than I do. It's kind of broke it down.
Yeah.
Like I said,
Um.
because the ending would have to be like super great for me to elevate it any. And the ending to me was just like, bro, like that's it.
Yeah.
And then I
To
think
me,
about the season and I'm like, what I didn't learn anything. Like
yeah.
there wasn't a whole lot that went on. Like I said, except for like bitching out like Muse.
Yep. And them trying to tie in his girlfriend every way they can. I was really pissed when Fisk asked her to be that mental health person because I was like, dude, this chick's already in the show like 3 different ways. Like now you got to tie her in like that too. Get out of here. She doesn't even have any chemistry with this guy.
Yep. But yeah, yeah. Like I said, you like it more than I do. I'm below the 5 now. I don't like it. I will never go back and watch this season. Uh, and I won't like if I'm gonna like if I like something, I would be like, hey, if you like Daredevil, you need to watch this season of television because you like Daredevil.
Yeah.
Now, if I think it's great, I'll recommend it to anybody, even people that may not even like Daredevil. I'll be like, bro, this is pretty cool episode of television or season of television to go watch. And if I like something, like I said, I'll just recommend it to the people that I know like Daredevil. I'll be like, hey man, if you like Daredevil, you're gonna like it, kind of situation. But I won't even do that to a Daredevil fan. I won't even like recommend this to a Daredevil fan.
Yeah,
To
I
be
would say
perfectly
stick to the
honest.
Netflix stuff.
Yeah, I'd say just watch the Netflix series and be happy with what you got. And
Mm,
like I said, like let's say if we knew, for instance, a year from now would be like the next season coming out. I don't even know if I start the second season. Like I don't even know if I would cover it for the channel. I might would just let it play out maybe a few episodes and see what people are talking about. And then if it seems like, oh wait, they made a lot of fixes, it looks like we're getting to the old Daredevil stuff, then maybe I would jump on the bandwagon and start watching it. But as of right now, I would not be excited at all, and I don't even know if I would start watching a season 2. Like, would you jump on a season 2 like right off the bat? You still like liking it enough for that?
yeah, I would watch to see where they go with it, but just
What if you watched and it wasn't a very good first episode?
um yeah, yeah, just to see where it goes.
Yeah, if I definitely started watching it, like just to give it a chance because I know there was issues with this season, I would like jump off right off the bat. if the first episode didn't like come in like a banger, like a wrecking ball, bruh,
Hmm.
I'm out. I wouldn't even give the rest of it a chance.
And all I'm saying too is, if we're finding out that like Fisk's big plan in the very last episode, that's way too late to me. You know what I mean? Like,
Well,
so
yeah, but like I said, they're like Daredevil jumped in front of a bullet for this guy who's taking over
yeah,
the city. And like I said, there was no explanation. He didn't give us this rant or explanation of why he did that, why he took the bullet. Just it's just because he's a good guy that don't want people to get killed. Like, bro, at that point, you're making a mistake when we're talking about that kind of evil.
yeah,
When you have a man who rips a guy's head off, like with his bare hands, kind of situation, I mean, you don't jump in front of bullets for that unless there's a very good reason. Like I said, if this was episode 7 and on episode 8, Daredevil's like, look, man, I had to do it because, like, if he becomes a martyr, it's going to be even worse. So we got to figure out how to take care of this in a different way. Then I'd be on board, right? If it was told in a good way.
yeah.
But like I said, this whole entire season, I came away with really nothing except for Fisk becoming mayor, him and Vanessa's back together. But with Daredevil, I didn't learn nothing. We already knew he wasn't a person that wanted to kill people and shit. Like, Punisher was still the same character. Like, there was no like really progression for any of those cats. Well, that's about it for this one. Matt, you got any like last things like that you wanted to talk about as far as the episode goes or anything or the season?
No, I'm good.
All right, he said, nah, he is good. So Matt's still at the likable level, or at least just above average, and my ass is out. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't even know if I'd start watching the season 2 unless I would have to hear really good things about a season 2 to go on that. Disney fell flat on this one to me on another show, and was just not very good for me. And just as an overall season, especially, even though I think this episode is one of the better episodes of the entire season. Uh, just with some of the action and stuff was kind of cool in it. I thought they did good that, but like take that away and it would be just utter trash. Sorry, guys, can't be positive on every one of them. This is one that we tried to be positive at the beginning, and then it kind of just fell off. Definitely towards the end and everything else. Well, with that being said, guys, till next time, peace. I almost did it. I almost didn't hit the
Uh,